Ladies and gents, Captain Van here. Welcome to this Plantito Plantita episode of Capitantero, wherein I'm going to show you how to build this 3-layer plant stand. And we'll be giving away this project to a lucky subscriber, and I will explain the mechanics at the end of this video. So grab your tools, ready your gears, let's start building. Kumusta mga ka-buildmates? Kung bago ka sa channel ko, ako po si Van Ranyawa, isang airline pilot at woodworker na based dito sa Pilipinas. Kung mahilig ka sa mga ganito at mahilig ka sa aviation, then I invite you to subscribe and click mo yung notification bell icon para updated ka weekly sa mga latest builds and projects natin dito sa Capitantero. Like our previous projects, mga ka-buildmates, we will use pine boards since ito ang pinaka-accessible at mura na wood sa atin. In short, the best practice lalo na sa mga beginners. We will use 8 pieces of 1x4 by 8 feet na pine boards. For our tools, speed square, squala, measuring tape, pencil, cordless drill, and driver, wood glue, 1.5 inch wood screw, sanding blocks, gel stain for our paint finish. As always, we measure our material based sa cut list natin. Remember the rule mga ka-buildmates, measure twice, cut once. Here I use my miter saw, but you have the option to use any type of saw na available sa workshop mo. This project involves a lot of cutting, kaya make sure to wear your personal protective equipment. As you can see here, I used an improvised fence and stop block to achieve uniform cuts. But don't worry mga ka-buildmates, it's okay kahit hindi perfect ang cuts natin dahil this project is very forgiving. In short, enjoy mo lang ang yung process ng pag-build. I will include the plan and cut list sa ating description box so that you can download it. This project pala is designed by Steve Ramsey, which is a famous woodworker in the US. Sa paggamit pala ng miter saw mga ka-buildmates, always make sure to keep your hands away from the red mark zone and wait for the blade to come to a full stop before lifting to avoid kickbacks. Pagkatapos natin magputol ng pagkaraming kahoy, we will now mark the angle for the leg stand using our speed square. Maraming gamit ang speed square mga ka-buildmates. Isa na dito ang pag-mark ng desired angles. This part is where you can see different angles. Ito naman ang pivot point as mark. When placed sa board, it will give you right away the 90-degree angle and the 45-degree reference mark. To get the desired angle ng legs natin, place the pivot point sa dulo ng board and rotate the square hanggang tumapat yung line ng desired angle. And parallel dapat siya sa board. In this case, we need a 25-degree cut. Mark the line and we can start cutting. I placed the setting of my miter saw to 25 degrees. And as you can see here, sakto sa markings na ginawa natin with our speed square. Repeat the process of marking sa other legs that requires angled cuts and make sure lang na same direction ang putol natin on both ends. Dapat, ganito ang itsura mga ka-buildmates. We can remove the sharp edges and splinters gamit ang ating sanding blocks para smooth ang materials natin before we start assembling. Dito, gumamit ako ng 2x4 na kahoy mga ka-buildmates and I clamped it sa edge ng aking table to serve as a support sa pag-assemble natin. I flushed the longest leg sa 2x4 na kinabit ko sa edge ng table and started assembling the other pieces using pilot holes, wood glue, and wood screws. It's always a good practice to drill pilot holes first, mga ka-buildmates, before inserting the screw to avoid the wood from splitting. If you follow the plan carefully, everything should fall into place from here on. We did the same process building the other leg, but this time we start off from the right side of our table. Ladies and gents, we now have our legs. To connect the two legs, we start with the back brace support of our stand by screwing it on both sides. Then we install the first layer of our rack that will also serve as the front base support. Pagkatapos, yung top third layer naman ng rack natin. Here, I measure the half distance ng first and third rack to get the reference ng middle rack layer para equally spaced yung mga plant box. We installed the middle brace on both sides and gumamit ako ng leveler to make sure na pantay ang middle rack natin. Remember our wooden toolbox project, mga ka-buildmates? It's almost the same process lang ang gagawin natin dito with our plant box. Learning how to build boxes is one basic foundation of woodworking. Kung mapapansin nyo, mga ka-buildmates, karamihan sa mga furnitures or cabinets are designed out of a box. Kaya if you know how to make a box, you're already halfway in building more projects in the future. Here, gumamit na ako ng brad nailer to fast-track the assembly, but you can also use hardware nails or screws and wood glue. Make sure to leave small gaps in between sa base ng box natin because that will serve as the drainage ng water. First box done, 2 more to go. Now it's time to put everything together. You can stop here, mga ka-buildmates, if you want that natural color ng pine and the project is already finished. Isa pala sa nakita kong kulang sa plan is yung additional support ng boxes. So here, I reinforce all sides by placing mounts to make sure na hindi matutumba yung plant box natin pag nilagyan na natin ng halaman. Sand ulit, mga ka-buildmates, para suwabe ang finish natin. I decided to use gel stain for our paint finish and I went for that dark oak color because I think magmamatch yung kulay niya sa plants. Option mo na lang if you want to put sanding sealers before the paint to add more protection sa wood. Just wipe the stain and enjoy the process. Ang kagandahan sa project na to is simple lang siya and hindi mo kailangan perfectin lahat ng process dahil maganda pa rin yung kalalabasan niya. What's important is that it will serve its purpose. This is suited for patio space na may shade mga ka-buildmates and not recommended na ma-expose sa ulan dahil yan ang isang limitation ng pine wood. Hindi talaga siya designed to withstand outdoor weather. But if you have the access and budget, you can use teak wood as a base material instead of pine. And now, I present to you our 3-layer plant rock with plant boxes. And meet my best sidekick, my son Aero, Kapitan Kido.
Wow! Oh, I see.
Yes, it's a plant box.
It's one box.
Yes. There you go, ladies and gents, plantitos and plantitas. I'm sure kayang-kaya na rin gawin itong plant stand natin and this is a perfect project ngayong ECQ or lockdown period. Para po sa mechanics ng ating giveaway, number 1, dapat po subscriber ka. Kung hindi ka pa po subscriber, click nyo lang po yung subscribe button at libre lang po yan. Number 2, you should share this video in any social media platform. Number 3, you should write sa comment section box natin below. And don't forget the line, I want that plant rock. And number 4, since limited lang po ang movement ngayong ECQ, we will limit the participants dito lang po sa Pilipinas. And please make sure to follow those 4 steps mga ka-buildmates. Dahil yung application na gagamitin natin to choose the winner will see to it that yung 4 na yon ay na-comply. And we will choose the winner of our giveaway on April 30, 2021 at 7 o'clock p.m. Yung mananalo po dyan will be announced doon sa ating Facebook account, which is Kapitan Tero. So please make sure to follow that page for more updates. I hope nag-enjoy po kayo mga ka-buildmates dito sa ating project. At marami pong salamat doon sa mga patuloy na sumusuporta dito sa ating channel. This has been your Captain, Van Ranyowa. Stay safe and see you again in our future builds.